It's Ernest first. Hello, Ernest, Maria, Rich, Boo, Ryan, hello, good to see you. Lubna Lily is here. Beetlejuice, hello. I decided I was gonna do like a live stream pop-up this weekend, aka just do a live stream not at my normal time, which is in the evening, because I don't know, why not? And I knew I was gonna be just hanging out this morning, so I figured that would be kind of fun. I'm doing well, David. Where's my earrings? I'm not wearing the earrings today. I'm not in my kitchen. Back from work, and you're live with shades on. Yep, I went for a walk this morning. It was very nice. All right, trivia question, sorry. Episode 3. Revenge of the Sith. No. Boo says hit the like. Maria, I'm in my living room. Oh man. Just relaxing this morning. Figured I'd hop on and chat with people. All right, just about done with the trivia. Spin off. Okay. There you go. Okay. All right. Happy Saturday, David. Yeah, I'm just chilling in my living room watching some TV on Disney Plus. All right, we've got Sendryer Shivan home tour. I don't do home tours on my live stream. I don't show like my entire place. Sorry. There, looks decent. All right, Mudassir Habib, hello. Let's see, Alak Upreti, hello, good to see you. Come to Canada, I've already been to Canada. Hi Two Tone, Revolu channel is here. What is the plan for the weekend? Lots of stuff. YouTube, I gotta film a video for Monday. Seeing a friend tomorrow, but haven't decided where we're gonna meet up, what we're gonna eat. So I have to do that. And then Monday, I am going to hang out at my parents' house, play some cards, eat some food. Should be fun. Gianna Forever, good to see you. Happy Saturday. Hi, Ankit Singh. Viali, hello. All right. How was the lasagna? I will say, the Unbothered Son, it was not the best. I mean, I can still eat, it's still fine, I can eat it. However, I really did not, specifically, I did not like the gluten-free Barilla noodles that I used. I actually, the first time I made that lasagna, it was perfect. Like, texture, the cheese, everything. This one, the noodles, like, crumpled, and they didn't, like, bake properly. So it's okay. Like, I wouldn't ever just throw it all out because you can still eat it and it's a ton of groceries. So I will still eat that. But it was not nearly as good as the lasagna that I made weeks ago on my live stream. But you live and you learn when you cook stuff. I was 294 a few weeks ago and I changed up my diet and now I am 278. Whoa, that's a big change. Incredible, Gianna. All right, Rich with all the members emojis, love that. DJ IMLA says hi. We have Titanus, greetings from Poland. Oh my gosh, where in Poland are you? I have been to Warsaw, Poland, and I have been to Krakow. I liked Krakow better. Lucy said hi. I do not like animation movies, Armon, but I do like the princess classics on Disney. Do you ever break the law? No, I do not. I do not like beans on toast. I don't eat toast. Santosh is here. AD, ready for game time. I think, are you referring to like Premier League, or is it the Sunderland game that you're referring to? When is the Sunderland game? When is the Sunderland match today? Oh my god, they won. So what does this mean? Are they promoted? Anyways, I think Premier League is tomorrow. Games this weekend. Let's see. Yep, tomorrow, 8, or not 8 a.m., 10 a.m. my time. Hi, Herman Smith. Hi, Joel, Mariano. Sorry, let me get back to the chat. I looked away. Thank you, Alfonso, Brian, Middleton. Hi, Santosh Sawant. What's the other thing you're reading from? It's my computer screen. So when you go live on a phone, the text is the size of an ant. And so I have to like look closely, but I have my computer screen right here and it's a lot bigger. All right. Oh my gosh, Copper Top Jane, so good to see you. It's been so long. How are you? Sending love to you and your sister from Xfield. I cooked last night and it was a disaster. Oh no, as I was distracted, LOL, life happens. That's fine. I mean, I will say I made lasagna yesterday and it was this, I made it before, but I swapped out the noodles for a different kind of noodle, and it was specifically the noodles just were terrible. Like I will never buy them again. But that's how that's how it goes when you try different things with baking and cooking. Hi, the JJ man got a $1 raise at 6 a.m. today. Hey, good job. Well done, Rich. Congratulations. Don't know that place, Viali. Freckles, Musa Munib, hello. Tibu, voted Mayan, says AD. Herman Smith, hello. Host from nobody. Hey Hannah, an afternoon stream is a surprise. So it's still morning for me. It's 11:50 in the morning, so almost afternoon. But yeah, I actually said it on my live stream yesterday, and maybe the one before that I was gonna be doing just some like, fun, whenever, whatever time I felt like doing it, live streams this weekend. So I'm on here right now, and then I will be going live while I watch the Premier League final day of matches tomorrow. So that one will probably be earlier than this live stream. I'm planning on going live probably 10 to 10:30 because all the games are set to start at 10 a.m. my time, Central Time. Hi, João Victor Souza Chavez from Brazil. Brian says from Pearl, Mississippi. Nicosia connection. Let's see, Mohammed, hello. Doing well. Selva 46, hello. Herman Smith with all the emojis. I'm gonna turn on the show I'm watching. I paused it, but I'm gonna turn down the volume so it will not give away, hopefully, the poll answer. All right, it looks like I'm caught up. MK is here. AD says I need to get going soon and head to the local farmers market. Curious to see what they got going in this morning. I love farmers markets. They're like one of my favorite things. They just make me so happy. So yes, enjoy, and I'll see you at the next live stream whenever you're able to make it, AD. MK said hi. I am vegan pepperific, so I never cook with meat. It's up to you to figure out what to do with your ground beef. I love loyalty and success. Real Dog says, what's up from Houston, Texas? I've never been to Texas, but I want to go so bad. I am in Minnesota, so I am many, many miles north of Texas. Hi, Rated Frog, how are you? Hello, Bali. Rated Frog says, it's been a while. I mean, you can come to the live streams whenever you want to, no worries. I've been sticking with the normal Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. But I was saying earlier, like yesterday night, last night, and then earlier in the week, I wanted to do just different live stream times this weekend because all of my usual live streams are at 8 p.m. Central Time. And for a lot of people that are across the Atlantic, in Europe, in Africa, in Asia, it's like middle of the night for them. So it's not easy for some people to get to the live stream. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go live for a little bit on Saturday morning and a little bit on Sunday morning and just see who comes, like how it's like the same, how it's different from my normal live streams. So I figured that'd be fun. Timothy says, you're a goofy. Okay. No worries, Rated Frog. You never have to. It's really kind and courteous, but so unnecessary. When people are like, I'm so sorry, I'm busy with this, I had to do this, I had to go here. And I'm like, this is social media. This is in no way like required. So you show up when you can. Nicosia Connection, I hope I'm saying that right. When are you coming to New York? I have been to New York many times in my life. So I have no plans on going back there. I mean, I'm probably gonna be back in New York next summer. So like a year from now, because a very close friend of mine lives in New York with her husband, and they had an Indian wedding overseas this past December, and they're gonna do their American, like stateside, all their US friends, like reception next summer. So that is probably the next time I'm gonna be in New York City. Rich is saying, stone cold lock on the pole. Yeah, if you know, you know. Yeah, this one is an easy one for anyone who was at the live stream yesterday or probably Wednesday. I think I was, well, I don't know, at least yesterday's live stream. Hi, Johnny. Yes, Gus, how are you? There's actually going to be a written test on the next live stream, so don't miss. Yeah. Oh, funny. Thank you, Jane Coppertop. I mean, to be fair, the lighting is very nice coming through my window, and I just, like within the last hour, put on my morning skincare, so that definitely helps with the skin appearance. I naturally have very dry skin, so I will say it's like pretty important, I think, for me to like put something on my skin most of the time, because it feels like my skin is just in need of some moisture. All right, anybody else that I missed here? Hi, Rose. We've got Martello Modifies. Good to see you. Rekka Rex says, yes, it's different seeing you at this time. It's usually very late. Yes, that is why I figured, why not? I also, for those of you in the United States, it's Memorial Day weekend, and I feel like when you have a 3-day weekend, especially in the United States, when we don't have, your usual typical worker does not have that much vacation time, like one extra day on your weekend is massive. It's like a game changer. So I feel like with Saturdays, I don't know, I'm like less inclined to like do live streams and stuff because I want to do YouTube, I want to do some chores, I want to go for a run. But with a 3-day weekend this weekend, I was like, you know what? I've got time to do some like live stream, like extra bonus live streams. Why not? So I figured it would be fun over Memorial Day weekend to throw in some extra live streams. All right, S2K World Gaming, hello. We've got tires, correct, yes, I agree with you. Hello, Tausif, MB50, Sagar Solanki, I'm doing well. King Khan is here. We've got Yabba Dabba Doo. Hi Hannah, I'm still in the beer tent. My goat came third. I love that. Congratulations on third place to your goat. Watching the kids looking at the horns. Oh my gosh, that sounds so sweet. Yabba Dabba Doo, what time is it for you right now? I'm very curious. I would guess that it's, I'm not gonna Google it, but is it just about 7 p.m. for you? Your fave Mexican is here. Hello, good morning. It's just 2 minutes left of my morning here in Minneapolis. We've got the Unbothered Sun says, me too, my skin is bad. I mean, I feel like what's helped me for clear skin is drinking a ton of water. I chug it like a maniac. Avoiding sugar. Ooh, I mean, I still will eat sweets now and then, but if I go like 2-3 days of just eating a large volume of like cookies, cake, chocolate, candy, brownies, my skin, like I can start to see the little pimples starting to form on my skin. So I feel like my skin is just very unhappy when I eat a lot of sugar. So that's why I make a point of trying to keep it pretty limited in my diet. I still love eating dessert now and then. Like, I'm not about to fully cut dessert out of my life because for me, it's just not worth it. Like, you have to live a little and enjoy life too. But yes, I would say like the game changers for me with really keeping really clear skin have been tons of water, 8 to 10 cups every single day, very limited amounts of processed sugar, 8 to 9 hours of sleep or more, and also avoiding really fried, fatty foods. Those tend to make my skin, I don't know, flare up. All right. Double tap your screen for Hannah for likes, says Rich. Thank you. Yes, Johnny. Yes, Gus. The 3-day weekends are divine in the United States. Like you can just, everyone is so excited. Even I feel like the whole week leading up to the 3-day weekend. Like I can think on Monday of this week when I was starting my work week, I was like, oh my God, it's a 3-day weekend coming up. I'm so excited. And then another nice thing about a 3-day weekend is the following week, if the 3rd day is a Monday. So next week is only gonna be a 4-day work week because Monday is not a work day. So that is nice. Red Samurai, hello Red Samurai. We've got Mohammed Hamid saying, watching from the Caribbean. That sounds lovely. Where in the Caribbean are you located? Do you have the Amulet of Kings? I don't know what that is, Dee. Hi, Isabella. Hope you're doing well. Boo says, have a great day. Thank you, Boo. We have Beknoor25 from Kazakhstan. I definitely remember you. Your name is very unique, and Kazakhstan is a place I don't get a lot of people in my live streams from. All right, we've got Boo saying have a great day. So it's 6 p.m. for you. Yabba dabba do. Okay, I wasn't sure. It's, for me, the UK is either, in my head, it's like you guys are either 6 or 7 hours ahead of us, and I can never remember which one. Beetlejuice has just bought some lemon crab cookies. Lemon crab? Oh, cranberry cookies. I was like, what? That sounds really, like in my head, I was like, that sounds really gross. But lemon cranberry cookies, that sounds divine. I would love those. Beknoor, thank you. You are always super. Comment crab emoji. I don't know what that is. Smiley face person. Viali, I'll let you guess. How old do you think I am? I say it a lot, but some people don't know. Jerry Spearman, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Looks like you caught some sun. Yes, I am very happy with the weather today. So it's not, I think it's like, it'll change over the course of this live stream. It's cloudy, but not super heavy clouds where you can still see parts of the sky. So every now and then it'll just be the full on like sunbeams coming in. But now it looks like there's some clouds covering the sun. But honestly, I went out for a walk today and it was so nice, you guys. Everything is in bloom here. The rose bushes, the lilacs, all the trees. People are out gardening, fixing their roofs, doing some planting. Like it feels so springy and I just love it. Like I can see across, like, you know, looking around at other people like in my area, and there's just like, you know, people are taking care of their gardens, people are taking care of their trees and their shrubs. It's just super, super beautiful. Johnny Yeska says 31. Johnny Theva says Hannah is 32 years old. Brian says, I say you look like 23. I do appreciate when people age me into my 20s because I'm like, whatever. I don't think it's a bad thing if people are aging you down like under your age. You're on earlier than normal, says Johnny Theva. Yes, I was saying this in my live streams earlier this week that because it's a 3-day weekend here in the United States, I was going to take advantage of this 3-day weekend and hop on some little bonus live streams today and also tomorrow. I am going to watch the Premier League final games playing tomorrow, so I'll be on at about 10 a.m., maybe 10:30 my time here in Central Time. I didn't know you came on in the daytime. What a pleasant surprise. This isn't like typically what I do. I can't come on, I can't go live during the day, Monday through Friday, because that's when I'm working, like working my day job, but I am able to do it on the weekends, and I figured it'd be fun to do it over the weekend. Hi, LeBron James. Thank you. Ollie, what's up? I am just watching some TV, chilling at home in my living room, drinking some coffee out of my favorite Van Gogh mug, and just enjoying this 3-day weekend, guys. Like, oh, I cannot tell you how fun 3-day weekends are when you do have to work a lot. Johnny Theva is almost correct. You said Hannah is 32 years old. Johnny Yeska said 31. That is correct. So I'm 31, but I am less than 4 months away from my 32nd birthday. So I'm 31, but approaching 32. Jane is saying 6 p.m. here in Ecclesfield, UK. Time for dinner, but after last night's disaster, it will be a very healthy sarnie. I don't know what that is. Bank holiday this weekend in the UK, so extra day off. I feel like you guys in the UK and Europe, it's like, oh yeah, like another 3-day weekend, like shrug your shoulders and like it's no big deal because you guys get way more holiday time than we do here. And then like contrast that with the United States where we like lose our minds, pack up and go to the beach and drive for hours to go on a vacation because we have a 3-day weekend. Like it's just, they're so rare that it's like a godsend when you get a 3-day weekend. We've got Stephen Bean. Hello, Stephen Bean. I am not in Colorado. I'm in Minnesota. We've got Ratata. Amira is here. Nishant, hello. Chaco, your little brother is here. Welcome back. Back to the Future. Good to see you here. You'll be here for a few minutes. Stay as long as you want. Glad to have you. Beknur says Privyet Visem, I think. Battlefront is a game about Star Wars. I'm not a gamer. I know the franchise. I've seen all the movies, but I don't know. I'm not in the gamer space. If you love to travel, do visit Shillong. Hey Jessie, doing well. How are you? What time were you up this morning? And also, is it hunting season now in Wisconsin? I never know when hunting season starts. Dog Lover said hi. Johnny Yescas says, I just finished my lunch break at the truck stop. Time to get this big rig back to the yard. Have a great day, everyone. Sounds good. Drive safe, Johnny. Great having you here. Thank you for the like, Victor. I appreciate it. Yes, Hannah, you do you. And Tottenham come and win them first title. Mr. Majnu is here. Hello, Mr. Majnu. Thander Jim. I am just hanging out, chatting with some people, and enjoying this beautiful Saturday. It's now 12:07 in the afternoon, so it's currently my afternoon here in Minnesota. Happy Saturday, Cassidy. Were you able to sleep in today? I certainly did. I was in bed last night at maybe like 11:30, 11:45, a little before midnight, and I set my alarm for 9:45. I was like, I do not give a single crap. I am sleeping in. I'm tired. I'm running a deficit on sleep from this week. It was a busy week, but it was a good week. It's just, you get to your Friday and you're pretty fried. Fried day. Like, we need to spell it Frieday, Friday. So I slept in and I feel very refreshed. I hope you do too, Cassidy. Steven says I'm 25. Boy, I loved 25. I remember turning 25 and I was like, I feel exactly like I'm in my mid-20s. I felt so precisely that age. And honestly, I still feel like I'm in my, not mid-20s, but like upper 20s, not quite 30. That's kind of like mentally and spiritually, that's where I'm at, despite being 31. The Best Sisters is here. Erdinch, hello. Let's see. Iam Sabesh or Lam Sabesh says, hi lady, you dropped this crown. Thander just chillin'. Dog Lover is, oh, you're in Minnesota. Where in Minnesota do you live? Hi Norma. Mike Ferguson, it's good to see you. Oh my goodness. I'm just hanging out on this lovely Saturday afternoon. Thank you, Brian. More one level for my 30s. This is Mr. Majnu. Lil Mac official is here. Hello, Lil Mac. 4:30, but went back to sleep until 9:30. Excellent. Love to hear that, Jesse, that you're actually like getting some good sleep, because I feel like you are often just you're running on so little sleep. Purav is here. Romaine Mario says, I am French in Paris. Oh my gosh. Lucky you. I love Paris. And this time of year is stunning in Paris. 2 days back is my birthday. Ooh, happy belated birthday, Mr. Majnu. Hope you're having a great Saturday, says Cassidy. Travis Cook, thank you and welcome. Jesse is saying, I'm siding a garage right now. Boy, I feel like you never actually just fully veg. You're always doing something. SK Bashal, hello. Hi, Nathaniel Miller. Thank you, Marix Harper. I'm just scrolling back to see who I missed. Yabadabadoo says, I like Farmers Agriculture Show, catching up on gossip with people who you haven't seen in years. Seen a young family who we played at their wedding reception. That is lovely. Joshua Masa Barakiza is here. Not gonna catch a capybara, Brian. Nope, fishing season is now. Okay. I wonder, is Memorial Day the fishing opener? I feel like, I guess I could just Google this, but just came to mind. Norma, hello. What did you do for your 25th birthday? I had to work that day and actually didn't take the day off. I remember turning 25 in 2018, right? Is that the right math? Yeah, 2018. September of 2018 is when I turned 25. And it was my second day at a new job. And I just remember thinking like, they'll probably be like pretty easy on me since it's my birthday on the second day of starting. And it was really nice. Like, I don't know, I worked that day. I think I had gone to like a book release the day before, or maybe a couple days before. It just was pretty chill, but it was very nice. Nothing special. Kirby is here. Hello. Good afternoon, Kirby. How are you? Mr. Darbar is here. We've got Joshua Masabarakiza. I'm drinking some espresso with almond milk, although I've let it sit now for a little too long. You look like a little pretty snow fox. I love foxes. I actually ran into one in the wild right here in Minneapolis. It was kind of stressful, but I will take that as a compliment. Thank you, country boy. Jite, Jite, maybe? Hello. Hi, early beggar. Romaine says, I'm French. I used Google Translate. Okay, let's see. I like your incisor, says Sven. Jane says, haha, UK plan a May bank holiday. There are 2 here in May barbecue, which it will invariably rain on throughout. I mean, the number of holidays you guys get is just out of this world. Like, if you took your average American worker and plopped them down in the UK or France or Germany or any of the European countries, honestly, I mean, I think we would all be like, you guys never work because you guys have so many holidays. But I think that's really nice that you guys get so much time off. I don't know what part of Minnesota. Interesting. Oh, thank you, Nicosia Connection, for the super chat. Julia Robertson is from San Diego. Oh my gosh, Julia, I have to ask you this because you're in San Diego. I was reading a headline that there unfortunately was another plane crash here in the United States, and I believe the plane went down in San Diego. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like, were you affected by that at all? Like, was it near where you live in San Diego? I know it's a big city, but I just immediately thought, oh my gosh, there was that plane crash. Let me just type it. Ooh, almost spilled my coffee on my couch. I was gonna say thank you to Nicosia. Thank you for the super chat, Nicosia. Where's the thank you? Come on. All right. Deadshot, I see, says, bruh, 29th birthday, but it feels like my 19th birthday. I feel that. Jesse says, not in Wisconsin, first Saturday in May opens. Oh, okay, okay. Gotcha. The mug you're holding says Aromal. This is a Van Gogh painting. Who can name it? Very famous. Young Grasshopper Rich. CBO, thank you. May 22nd is my birthday. Oh, okay, never mind. No, wait, I got that right. I was confused. Nathaniel Miller. Okay, sorry, I went back up to see. No Rest for the Wicked, that was Jesse. The Hater, VK Parthikaswaran, hello and thank you. Memorial Day is barbecuing opening day. Yes, indeed. I heard the Hannah's got the sauce. She's back. What's for lunch? Bo, Tigi. I'm not cooking today. I am just chilling in my living room, having some fun, like, you know, doing something other than cooking. I really do enjoy being in my kitchen, and cooking and baking. However, it is nice, especially like with my live streams, because pretty much all of them have been in the kitchen, on my feet, cooking something or cooking multiple things, and I'm just relaxing on my couch today for a change. Dog Lover, hello. Yu-Gi-Oh, hello, doing well. Yabba says, been watching the Scottish Cup final with the crowd. Aberdeen versus Celtic. Aberdeen winners on penalty shootouts. That's stressful. Eros123 is saying that they saw Julia on another live stream. Bhavesh Patel is here. Mr. Adang says, hi, I didn't get to see how did the lasagna taste. The taste is okay, but I was saying this earlier on the live stream. Boy, the first time I made this lasagna, I made it with chickpea noodles, and that one turned out like quite literally like perfect. I was so pleasantly surprised, like very proud, but also I feel like it could have been beginner's luck because everything cooked. It was like the noodles cooked perfectly, the chopped zucchini was perfectly tender, the cheese melted perfectly, all the layers were super neat and tidy. This one, like, oh my God. And I think it all came down to the noodles. I was just shocked. So basically, when I checked the lasagna this morning after letting it sit on my countertop and cool overnight, basically what happened was it looked like the noodles like crumpled and they sunk, and as if that isn't bad enough in terms of looks and appearance, they didn't cook properly. So they're actually like very tough. Like you have to saw through to actually like cut a slice. Like your knife doesn't just drop through. So lesson learned, I am going back to the chickpea noodles that I used the first time. And this one, it's just a mystery to me. I'm like, why did these noodles they cook so bad? The spinach was great. Every other component of the lasagna was fine. The cheese was fine. The tomato sauce with the lentils was fine. The tofu ricotta cheese was excellent. The spinach was great. The mushrooms were great. So it's a shame because that's a ton of food and a ton of time that I spent. But like I said earlier, I don't know if you were here, Kirby, but I am still gonna eat it because it's perfectly fine. It's just the texture and the appearance of those sheet noodles I used that were like gluten-free but not the chickpea flour. Absolutely hideous. So ugly, so bad. It looks like a minefield. I was like, what happened? Like just it was so similar between the first time I did it, like attempt number 1 and attempt number two, but the second time was just disastrous in terms of like I would not serve that to anyone. Your fave Blondie said hi. Romaine, hello. Eric Markuson is here. Bagya Raj is here. Thank you, Back to the Future, for sending the 100 and another 100. Back to the Future Goat, says Kirby. I'm receiving some Kendrick and SZA. Oh my gosh, wait, what, Kirby? Did you have someone go to, like someone that you know, go to the Grand National Tour? Dude, that tour is like crushing it. Ayobe is here, still drinking coffee over here too. Nice, relaxing start to the weekend, yes. 3-day weekend, got to start it off the right way, and I decided I was just gonna chill here and chat with people on my live. It's just so nice. Starry Night, well done. Yes, Eros123. Looks psychedelic, says Viali. Starry Night. All right, Hawaii has a holiday practically every month. Boy, I wish that were true here in Minnesota. Jesse says, I'd lose my mind in the UK. So I'm guessing because you wouldn't be working as much as you do here and you actually would want to work more. Lana, I do remember you. Sorry, I'm trying to see who I missed. Alexia is here. Hi, Alexia. Bo Tiki is asking, Hannah, where are the Christmas earrings? I decided because I'm not in my kitchen, not cooking up something, I decided to leave those in the kitchen. I could put them on, but I don't know. I figured I wouldn't today, just to mix things up a little bit. Figured someone would ask though. Hi, Laura. Happened Thursday. Ooh, killed 6 people. Sorry to hear that, Julia. Still drinking coffee. Okay, saw that from Bo. Oops. Let's see. Mr. Adang says, hi, I didn't get to see how did the lasagna taste. Okay, I did answer that one. Caribbean Pete says, hello, nice to have a chill morning. Yes, I live for chill mornings. The thing is, I like to say I'm not a morning person. I don't naturally wake up early, and I do not like waking up early, but when I can wake up around like 9:30 or 10 and then just not have to rush immediately to work, and I can instead just wake up, go for a walk, brew some coffee, I don't know, kind of putter around the house and get some stuff done and have like a slow start. That, in that way, I am a morning person. I live for like the slow, relaxing, just nice mornings. But that is not obviously how mornings usually are when you are a full-time employee. Kevin Okoth is here. Yabba says, now got a crowd watching you. Awesome. Eros120, yes, I am vegan. Kirby says, okay, the spinach, I answered that. Tony Smalls, lasagna was disappointing, but you can still eat it. It's just appearance-wise, it's very hideous. Giuseppe Villani from Italy. Did you stay up until 4 a.m.? Absolutely not. I was in bed by 11:30, 11:45. Let's see. We've got, Anderson Oliveira is here. Hi, Anderson. Coffee time. Kirby says, yeah, I was supposed to go with them, but was busy because of planting. They wanted to surprise me, but one of them asked me which one I wanted. Honestly, I think, like, I'm not the biggest fan of, like, pure surprise gifts, because it's like, you know, you want to know that the person actually is, for me, it's like when I give a gift, I want to be certain that this thing that I've spent time and money like going to get for someone as a present, I want to know that like they're actually gonna like it, wear it, use it, it's gonna fit them. So for me, it's actually worth not having it be a pure surprise, as long as I know that for sure they like it will fit them, they will like it. So I understand why they would have asked that, Kirby. Oh, the YouTube emoji, that's cute. Like the YouTube coffee emoji. That's adorable. I don't really like PCs, Bobby, but I don't know what a PS5 is. I mean, the game console, maybe, I don't know. Martin Simuto, hello. Hi, Prince David, good to see you again. Okay, we've got, who else? Mr. Majnu with the coffee YouTube emoji. I'm ready to book something, all right. Do you stay up until 4 a.m.? No, definitely not. I was asleep probably by midnight or a little after midnight, and then I slept in until 9:45 today. Smith Holland is here. We've got Mukesh Kumar. Penguin Goated. I love that emoji, so cute. Let's see. Do you remember me? I'll buy you a gift on your birthday. I do remember you. You were here on another live stream this week, either yesterday or on Wednesday. Junior Sanjan is here. Counted Up Cash, hello. Let's see what the poll results are. It looks like the Little Mermaid is winning. I like this emoji, very cute. The MiG-71, there's really not been any topic so far. I've just been answering people's questions and relaxing here on this fine Saturday afternoon. Sorry, I was getting distracted by my show. The Meg says, okay, Graham Sloan is here. Let's see. Bama Cuts. Oh my goodness, it's been a long time since I saw you, Bama Cuts. How are you? Hi, Rahima. Ergo Video Oasis. So good to see you. I was going to check the poll results. I got sidetracked by my show. Okay, The Little Mermaid has the most votes, 41%. And then it's pretty close between Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, and Tucci in Italy. And then Mayans, Sons of Anarchy spinoff. All of which are on Disney Plus, if you guys have Disney Plus, and one of those sounds good to you. You're welcome, because you can watch them on this platform. Bobby, I literally want either tools, fishing supplies, socks, or white t-shirts for a gift. Kirby, I want my gifts to just be some kind of consumable, so like a grocery item that I buy all the time, or socks. Like I feel like eventually like my socks just get holes in them, so it's like the types of gifts I hate, really, honestly, like the ones that I will just turn around and donate to Goodwill are these like trinkety, junky, like basically I'm not gonna use them. They're gonna take up more space in my home. And there's just like, I don't know, like there's no real use for it. Not my kind of gift. So either something that I'll use a ton, like it's a consumable, so I'll either use it up or I'll use it very frequently, or some kind of event, which is like concert tickets, a trip, a night out at a cool restaurant, whatever. AI Generator said hi from the Philippines. Prince David says Star Wars here. Let's see. Bama Cuts, I'm doing well. Hannah, I think you forgot you were live there for a second. Yeah, I know. I was like, there was a conversation happening, and I like wanted to pay attention to it. I was like, ooh, that's super interesting. And then I was like, oh yeah, sorry guys. Let's see. Looks like you have 0 tattoos, correct. I honestly don't think I would ever get a tattoo. I haven't 100% ruled it out, but personally, I'm just like not, I'm not the type of like, I think just my own, like there's some people who it's like they want to try different hair colors, they want to get piercings, they want tattoos, they want like, they love like a variety of stuff. I'm not that kind of person at all. I'm definitely just like no hair color, wear a ton of like plain solid color clothes, no tattoos. The only piercings I have are my earring piercings here and then one up here. Yeah, I feel like tattoos just like aren't my thing. So no plans. Matthew Holmes is here. My dryer eats my socks, they eventually disappear. Isn't that so annoying how that happens and you're like, this makes no sense. Happy Memorial Day weekend, Freshly Wild. Oh my gosh, aren't we all just so pumped that we have a 3-day weekend? And what's exciting as well is that 4th of July here in the United States falls on a Friday. So we will be having another 3-day weekend coming up soon. And I don't think everyone gets this holiday off, maybe they do, but I get Juneteenth off, and that's coming up in like, 3 weeks or so. Juneteenth, it falls on a Thursday this year, so I'm taking the Friday off, and that's gonna be a 4-day weekend, guys. Like, oh, I get really excited, especially when the weather is starting to look absolutely stunning like it is now in Minnesota. Everyone's outside, everyone's doing stuff, everyone's at the lakes, everyone's out at the breweries and the patios and whatever, the rooftops, and you want to be just like out enjoying life, and you're not cooped up anymore like you are in the wintertime. The long weekends are so exhilarating. JTV, I don't have kids. And Jiroge David is back. Hello. Relaxing weekend for the win. Thank you so much, Rich. I mean, it's crazy how much of a mood boost you really can get, where it's like you're just so stoked about the fact that you get one more day to just do whatever you want, relax, go on a little trip if you want. Hi Chin. Yes, indeed. So excited to relax. And thank you, Rich. Let's see. I leave the tats to the whippersnappers. Yeah. There was actually a time I thought about there were a few different like little tattoos I thought would be kind of cute. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't. Like, classic example of like when you're young, at least for me, it's like when I was I would say like when I was 20, this was when I was 23 to 25. So like a good 8 years ago or so, 6 to 8 years ago. Like, I remember thinking like, oh, this would be cute. This would be cute. Like, I had them kind of sketched out. And then I remember I wasn't 100% certain. There was like a little bit of me where I was like, I don't know if I actually want this permanent tattoo. So I like let myself sit on it for a month, for a few months. And it's like, I still felt uncertain. So I was like, I should probably, like, this is something, I would say like this is like similar to like making a bigger life decision, like if you want to have kids or if you want to like make a massive purchase that's going to affect your finances for a long time. Like, if you're not 100% sure that this, like, you are ready to pull the trigger, do not do it. Because now at age 31, I'm really glad I didn't get tattoos. Like, I think I would have just looked at them now and been like, why did I get them? I probably would have gone to a tattoo removal shop and been like, well, I spent $500 on this tattoo back when I was broke at age 24, and here I am now spending another X number of dollars to get this all taken. Like, just, I'm so glad I did not do that. Andrew said hi. Ekwe Brandon is here. And Jiroge David, I saw you. Bamacut says yes, no tats here. Whippersnappers. I know, Kirby. I was laughing at that too from Freshly Wild. Juneteenth is a federal holiday. Okay, so then does everyone get it? Like, I wasn't ever sure when it was passed, if everyone got that holiday. Bike Ride says Bama Cuts. Thanks for the tip. I'm requesting that Friday off right now, Hannah. Yes, for those of you who do get Juneteenth off, next month, Juneteenth is on a Thursday. So it's like similar to Thanksgiving. Like, you automatically will get the Friday after Thanksgiving off of work. I would say just give yourself a 4-day weekend if you can and request that Friday off that's in between Juneteenth and the weekend. Charles Michael Sita is here. Denied Pancake. That's an interesting username. I love Van Gogh's The Starry Night. So I went to a Van Gogh exhibit for my 28th birthday. It's on YouTube if you want to go to my channel and check out my 28th birthday vlog. It was a really fun exhibit, and as one of the souvenirs from that day, I decided to get a coffee mug because I knew I would use it practically every single day. Okay, Florin David says hello. It's Richie. I'm so stoked. Okay, Saeed is here. Felipe Reyes. It's still morning in San Diego. Nice. It's 12:36 for me here in Minnesota. Kirby says in college, it seemed like we were always out on holidays or assessment days. Yes. Thank you, Saeed. Yabba says, I think it's silly when people have tattoos of their boyfriend, girlfriend, and then split up. Yeah, no. Bad idea. I would say like the only kind of person I could ever imagine getting a tattoo of like their name or their birthday or their face would be my children. Like, not my partner, not my parents. I mean, at this point it's like, okay, my parents and my sister, like they're always gonna be in my life because they're family. So that's like, why at the age of 31 would I do that? Like, if they've already, I don't know, that seems a bit odd. But I actually really do, like, one of my favorite soccer players is Kevin De Bruyne, and he has, I don't know if it's the names, but he has like the birth. I remember seeing tattoos on his arm, and so I was like looking at photos of him, and I was like, I wonder what those are. And he has like the birthdays of his 3 kids, and I was like, that is so cool. Yeah, I would definitely be down to having tattoos of like names and birthdays of kids, of my kids. Certainly has to be symbolic, yes. Ekwe says, I'm a huge fan from Cameroon. Thank you, Ekwe. Let's see. Oh, Mueller, you are pretty close. You're guessing, are you white plus Somalian? Not quite, but I will say this. I won't exactly say what I am unless someone already commented. I am half white and half East African. Not Somalia, but think of another East African country. Let's see, hi dollars and cents, DJ Baruka. The sheriff says, greetings from the UK. Hello, hello, how are you? The sheriff, Eritrean, you're closer than Somalia. It's not Eritrea, so it's not Somalia. Eritrea is closer. Ethiopian. Ding, 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 you got it. So my mom is Euro mix. She's American born white lady, and then my dad is from Ethiopia, came over here 40 some years ago. So yeah, I'm like half white, half Ethiopian, half Euro mix, half Ethiopian. South Korea, Ifran, hello, hello. Let's see, I need some advice on this anonymous account. Okay, I mean, you can ask. I may not answer. There's certain things that I don't discuss, like topic wise, or I just don't give advice, because if someone's telling me or asking me, can you tell me what to do with my health situation? I'm not a licensed healthcare provider, so I'm not giving out any kind of advice like that. So it depends on what you ask. Hi, Troy Rees. Thanks, Romaine. Fafa says Iran. All right, who did I miss here? We've got Willow Stewart, girl. Good to see you again. Also, guys, I am about to close the poll question. You have 1 more minute to answer the poll. So if you haven't, try and guess what show I'm watching right now on my TV on Disney+. What sports do you play? I don't really play sports anymore, but I'm a distance runner and I do other stuff. Don't know what that is, Terry. Back to the Future says, yabba dabba doo, I'm just here for a little bit. STL Greg is here, doing well. Good to see you here. Thanks, Lim Izung. Connie Luing is here. Fafa, South Korea, and Iran. Okay. Thank you, Back to the Future, for the 100 gift. All right. I don't give out that kind of advice, the sheriff. Skodaza, hello. Every day be like mass. I guess Star Wars. All right, guys. 10 seconds left until I'm closing the poll question. Arsenal boys, nice. Very nice. Skodaza. Let's see, Best Edeki is here. Timothy Peters guessed The Little Mermaid. What is this weird? I'm very confused. Sorry, very odd. Anyways, I guess Little Mermaid. Victor C says, have a great Memorial Day holiday. I certainly will. I'm so excited. Mermaid definitely. All right, so boom, it is time. Let's close this poll and I will tell you what the answer is. Thank you, Victor, for the like. Idris guessed Tucci in Italy. Okay, so let's just read them out and I will tell you what the right answer is. So 44% guessed The Little Mermaid, and you guys, just for those of you who are new here or you're pretty new to my live streams, it is never, ever, ever, the right answer will never be the first option you see, because it's very annoying, but people will, like, scrolling through the lives, will just pick the first thing they see and then leave. So it's not The Little Mermaid. 44% guessed The Little Mermaid. Next one was Tucci in Italy. 22% guessed Tucci in Italy, and that is what I'm watching right now. I would love to turn my camera around, but I'm not going to, because I am positive that Disney Plus has all of their content on lock, like when it comes to copyright infringement. So I'm not trying to get a copyright strike here on YouTube. But you guys, if you have not watched Tucci in Italy, it's incredible. So right now he's in like the northern part of Italy, literally was going down a ski slope with these like northern Italian, like basically it's up where the Alps are, and he's now eating like a stew in a ski lodge with some, I mean, it basically looks like, you know, Switzerland or Germany, like any of the areas around the Alps. It's just it's such a different climate than other parts he was in previous episodes. So highly recommend if you guys like Anthony Bourdain, if you like travel, lifestyle, food type of shows. And it's Stanley Tucci, who's just such a likable dude anyways. He's like stylish. He's got like, I don't know, great personality, entertaining. Definitely check this out. It feels like an Anthony Bourdain Parts Unknown, like, follow-up show, if that makes sense. Okay, we've got Lily is cool here. Hi, Kamer, Rudy. Okay. G-Style Driver. I'm speaking English today. Tucci in Italy, my fave. If you know, you know. Easy. Yes. I mean, it's just, it has everything that I love. I feel like for me, obviously I love food, because that's what I do a lot of on here, but I love like travel. I love just like going to meet people, understanding like the history of places, sightseeing. It's like food and culture. It's like more than just the food. It's like, you know, seeing the people. So interesting, you guys. Oh my god. Alpe de Susi Mountains. Oh my god, you guys. I get like goosebumps. Like this is my climate here. I wish I could turn this camera around for you, but it is like the big snowy mountains with the pine trees and like the wood lodges and the ski chalets. Like, just sign me up for that every day of the year. Amazing. Okay. Let's see. Got your notification. CKU working. Hi, Donato Poiser. I like how G-Style Driver says, you speak German way better than English, even though English is my native language. That is not true. Oh, you guys, this show, so good. I'm trying to think of another poll question I could put in here for you guys. Yeah, Fred, US Marines, I decided that I wanted to do some like surprise, but not really surprise live streams today, because it's a 3-day weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend, so I do have a little bit more time. So that's why I'm on right now. I've been on for about an hour. Big B is from India. You look like Sarah from The Last of Us. I see the resemblance. I love that actress, and I actually knew I had seen that actress before. No, I first saw her in The Last of Us, and then I saw her in Bridget Jones' Diary, the most recent Bridget Jones movie last year. And yeah, she looks like she's like some kind of like white and black mix. She's got, for those of you who don't know that actress from The Last of Us, she has like pretty like, not frizzy, but it's like, you can tell it's like mixed hair, and like similar skin tone to mine, but I love her look. I love that actress's look. Let's see. We are surprised, says Fred. Some people aren't surprised because I said I was gonna do some pop-up live streams at my live stream last night, and then I think on Wednesday. Lion Killer says, I think I saw you before. Well, welcome back. Glad to have you here. J-Day here is on. Zach is cool. Boy, let me think. I wanna ask you guys another trivia question, but I'm trying to think what it could be. What it could be. I kind of want to do a travel one, since I'm watching a travel show. Maybe like if I could go to one of these 4 countries, which of these countries do I most want to go to? Let me think. Oh, I have a good one. Okay. All right, new poll question. Okay, let's do the airplane emoji. Okay, besides Ethiopia, which African country do I most want to visit? There we go. Is it, let me think about this for just a second. Let me get some options going, because there's so many I do want to see. We've got South Africa. We've got Egypt. And there's, oh my God, I'm like torn now. Ghana's a good one. Or Kenya. Okay, here we go. New trivia, guys. Let's see. Okay, so would it be, I actually have to think about this. I'm looking at these 4 countries and I'm like, which one do I actually want to see the most? Okay, I think I've decided. This is actually kind of a question for myself as well. Okay, is it Ghana, Egypt, South Africa, or Kenya? I kind of want to put the flags in here too. So let me do that first. Let's look up the Ghana flag. There's Ghana. Let's pull up Egypt. Let's do South Africa. And let's do Kenya. All right, so obviously Ethiopia, like that has a personal connection for me, so I really want to go there. But not counting Ethiopia, which African country do I most want to visit? See if you can guess. Kenya does sound cool, yes. To be clear, I want to visit all 4 of these countries in Africa, but one of them, like, if I was given the chance to, if someone came up to me and said, okay, Hannah, I have a travel, like I have a vacation trip, you can pick one for Egypt, Kenya, Ghana, and South Africa. Which one do you want? You can only pick one. There is one that I would go for first. Richport says Egypt for sure. All right. Mr. Beat says Afghanistan. Let's see. Best have Vishvendra. Romaine, nope. Wendy's all the way. Says MC. Also MC, I don't think I said hi to you yet. Movies, B Vic, Kenya Easy. We'll see. What are people saying? Is it Ollie? Or I think I'm struggling to read the font. Ollie. I am so excited for summer. I am absolutely psyched for summer. The thing is, I love winter so much here in Minnesota, but it's like knowing that summer is coming and it's like, it's comfortable outside, it's warm, everyone's outside because we've all been cooped up for months during the winter season. There's just this like energy in the air that you can feel. Like everyone is like, even when I was out for a walk today, there were just everyone was out with their kids, with their dogs, going for walks. People were out at like cafes, ice cream parlors. People were gardening, people were up on their roofs, like hammering away and fixing stuff. I saw a car drive by with a kayak tied to the top because they're probably gonna go to some lake and go kayaking. So it's like the second the weather is nice here in Minnesota, people are out in droves, just like out and like psyched out of their minds to just be in the warm, beautiful weather. Hello, Umar Mission. Hi, Lucy Lewis. Thanks, Rich, for all the members emojis. I just love seeing them from time to time. Let's see. Odds of Life. Hello, Mr. Not Friendly. Hey, yo. We've got MC says, yep. Hello, Lucy Lewis. Oh shoot, I think I'm behind on my phone. Rocha, hello. Goody goodness, first time here. Looks like you are in Jamaica. Hello, hello. Enrique Perez Barina, I'm doing well. I am just, you guys, there's such a feeling, there's such a vibe about being like on a holiday weekend, and it is just so nice. We've got Rolex 1975. Ooh, do you have a Rolex watch from 1975? Vegan Gangster, hello. Oh my goodness, I'm vegan. Love the username. Who did I miss? Oh, Abdu Salim Otakula from Uzbekistan. Hello. There she is, says NC. Yes, NC, I am here. Saturday special. That's exactly what I should have called it. Thanks for coming up with that tagline. This is the Saturday special. Okay. Hello, Fun Antarctica. Juan Luis Naranjo, hello. Because you don't have to work until Tuesday. Woohoo! So nice. Talia Smith is here. All right. We've got Rolex who is saying, yes, I have 2 Rolexes. Very nice. I've never owned a Rolex. I have never owned any kind of luxury watch in my life. But I've heard people say that they will invest in Rolex watches and then keep them absolutely pristine. Because if you have a Rolex from like 1960, like going back tons and tons of years, like it can be worth crazy value in the future. So I get it if that's like one way you want to invest, but personally, like it's just like wouldn't be for me. Juan Luis Naranjo, I am from the United States. Hello from Geordie in the UK. I don't know where Geordie is. Any exciting plans for today? NC, I would say nothing that I would call exciting. the excitement really starts tomorrow, and even then it's a pretty chill weekend. So today my plan is to go for a run, film a YouTube video. I still have to film and post something for Monday, and you will have early access to it, NC, because you're a member. It's gonna be just a quick like Memorial Day related video. I won't say much more. So film that, start editing that, probably post it sometime tomorrow. And then tomorrow I'm getting together with a friend who is in law school, just insanely busy. We haven't gotten together since, I want to say January. So definitely we need to catch up. We're just gonna grab some like coffee, maybe a quick bite to eat, and like walk around for a bit, just like what's going on, what's new with you. And then Monday, which is of course Memorial Day weekend, or Memorial Day, I'm planning on going over to my parents' house. Tragically, I was gonna bring the lasagna that I made yesterday, but it's like, it's fine to eat, but like it's fine for me to eat because I personally don't care if something isn't like top notch. I'll still eat it because it's like, it's food, it's groceries. I don't like food waste. However, it's pretty ugly, like it's hideous by the look of it. The noodles were a disaster. I will never buy those again. And I remember when I looked at it this morning, I was like, I like don't think I would serve this to a dog. Like it's like, it's so ugly and just not, oh, you guys. So anyways, I'm going over to my parents' house on Monday, and I'm probably gonna bring some like veggie burgers and make some of my like roasted potatoes that you've seen me make on my other live streams. Okay, Geordie sounds like a sleepy town. I love the sound of Geordie, I have to say. Thank you, Life. I love your little DNA emoji that you have in your username. Ooh, Juan Luis Naranjo is from the Canary Islands. Beautiful. Hi, Brad. Hi, Lerma Eddie. We got 46 people here. Hello. Juan Luis Naranjo, I'm in the United States. I feel like I should just go and grab my American flag for you guys so people just know where I am. So I should have this like sitting over here. Maybe on the side so that people don't have to keep on asking. There we go. You guys can kind of see that, right? There you go. Okay, let's see, I lost my place. Best watch you can buy Swiss. Callum Grunshaw says okay. This is Hannah doing yoga. That's a cute emoji. I decided I would grab my little red earrings just for the fun of it. Someone asked. Jordy is my name. Live in the UK, says M. Thompson. Freshly Wild says click the like. Very cool. What have you been clocking in at for 5K? So I don't even know. I mean, I like jog my 5Ks, NC. So I would say each mile that I'm running is like 10 minutes. So my 5K, I'll probably finish my 5K in like about 30 minutes. Because I don't like actually race my 5K, I just do them for fun and the sightseeing component. Let's see, Canary Island is African, thank you. Dog, okay. Poor Garfield says Brad. Name and date of birth, McLovin Superbad. Let's see, we've got Frank Lucas, hello. Hi, stranger. Murka, yes, I was like, I'm just gonna have this cute little American flag right here for people. I just think it's cute. And it like answers people's questions where they're like, where are you from? And they're probably like, oh, she might be in the United States. Akash, hello. I'm doing well, enjoying my weekend. Hi, Joshua Rivero. I miss these couch streams. Honestly, like maybe I will incorporate some more couch streams. just so that it's more like I'm sitting down and you guys, I'm not like constantly moving around and hopping off screen for things. Canary Island sounds like a place where you would stash your money. That's funny. Hi Pidu Eve, bonjour. Joshua Rivera, thank you. Hi Moise Faisal. Big tourism Britain. All right, you too, Joshua. El Rulo from Odessa, Texas is here. Good to see you, El Rulo. Hi, Jasmine McGregor. I'm doing well, Jasmine. Sorry, I think I said Jasmine, but it's Jasmine, I'm pretty sure. Good to see you. Oh, I'm glad you liked the oat coconut cookies, Moise Faisal. El Rulo, love it. Rosie Golden is here. Hi, Rosie. Let's see. Wretched Man 007. I mean, I've just been talking about anything that comes up in the chat. There really hasn't been one topic of conversation during the live stream, but I mean, I'm happy to talk about anything within limit. I mean, there's certain things I just are no-goes, but yeah, I just like chatting with people. P. Vakro from Moscow, very cool. Streaming on Saturday morning, such a blessing, says Chip Broadhead. I mean, the thing is, maybe I will throw in some Saturday morning live streams. You know, you guys are used to my typical schedule of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, all at the same time, 8 p.m. Central Time, but it does make it trickier for people in far off time zones to make that time because 8 p.m. is like 4 a.m., 5 a.m., whatever for some people. Oh my God, Rosie Gold. You changed your profile picture to me. Okay, not the first person who's done that. The Gamer Boy, okay, if you spam, you're gone. Abdus Salim is, yes, I saw you earlier from Uzbekistan. The Gamer Boy. Jasmine, I saw you. Old World Cryptid Carolinas. Yo, good to see you. Darbaz said hello. We've got Murat saying something in Turkish, I think. Green Day, my favorite band, rock, alternative punk. Yes, I absolutely love Green Day. They are my favorite band. English Scoose. I don't know what that is. Let me Google. Chip Broadhead. What is English scouse? Scoose? Type of stew. What's in it? It's often made with meat, vegetables, and sometimes potatoes. Oh yeah, I could totally do this, except I would just substitute in some like Beyond Beef instead. The Gamer Boy says I live in Ethiopia. Red Hunter said hi. Hi Cristiano Ronaldo. I gotta comment back at that because Cristiano is my all-time favorite footballer. OMG, the GOAT is here. Yes, you beat me to it, Rich. Yes. Woo. So wonderful. Such a fave. Rooster is here. Hello, Rooster. Hi, Johnny Peterson. Great to see you too. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Stranger says you're cute. Thank you, Stranger. I'm in Minnesota. Juan Luis Naranjo. I live in the state of Minnesota in the USA. And I'll give you a bunch of Minnesota emojis, which I have specially for my members. Hi, CT. My favorite player is Messi, I know. I mean, there's always forever gonna be the Messi-Ronaldo debate. It's cool. I like Messi too. Cristiano is just my favorite, okay? I'm not a Messi hater. Ryan says, bro, I'm Aussie and darker than her. I mean, there's not one skin tone for an entire country, let's be real. Ghetto Fab, thank you, passing through. I appreciate the compliment. Also, you guys, I'm watching Stanley Tucci in Italy, the Disney Plus show. Oh my god, he's with a Habesha, he's with an Ethiopian lady. I'm dead. Oh my god. Because there is like an Ethiopian community in Italy. There's actually I mean, the Italians occupied Ethiopia for several years, and then there was like Ethiopians would go to Italy, some Italians stayed in Ethiopia, so there is like that connection between the two countries. You guys, she's cooking with Tev. She's making injera bread, you guys. I'm gonna need to rewatch this when I can like focus all of my attention. Oh my god, you guys, I'm so happy about this. Oh my god, she's making the Ethiopian food. I'm so happy about this. Oh my god. Oh, the Habashas. Anyways, sorry, I'm getting distracted here. Kelly Lima is here. My name is Stranger, not... Oh, sorry, I was reading too quickly. It's Stanger, not Stranger. Thanks for the correction. Let's see, High Beetroot. Favorite player is Messi. Favorite dish to cook, Wretched Man. That's a really tough one. It's probably Ethiopian red lentils or falafel or kung pao tofu. I have a lot of things that I really enjoy making. Okay, my bad, Stanger, sorry. Let's see. I actually don't like hockey that much. I grew up doing figure skating, so I do like being on the ice. I love skating, but I never liked the sport of hockey, even though I'm from Minnesota. I used to work for a mail contractor out of Eagan. That's cool. Wait, the Wretched Man 007. Are you still based in Minnesota or somewhere in the Midwest? Cristiano Ronaldo says, I like Messi too. Tomas Sulch says, hello, ma'am. First time here, love to meet you. Greetings from Poland. Hello, Tomas. Where in Poland do you live? I've been to Poland. I was in Poland in April of 2017, so it's been over 8 years ago that I traveled to Poland. Moise Faisal says, Minnesota interesting. Have you ever been to the state fair? I saw a YouTube video and now literally want to visit the USA. Yes, I actually have a YouTube video from a few years ago going to, like, filming the Minnesota State Fair. It's a big deal here. I feel like Minnesotans are so not chill about our state. Like, we love living here and we love everything about Minnesota so much that people are obsessed with the Minnesota State Fair. We call it the Great Minnesota Get Together because we love going to the fair. It's really fun. The food is amazing. There's tons of animals. There's like a pig barn, a horse barn, a goat farm, a cattle farm. There's the Miracle of Birth Center where you can like watch like little baby animals being born. There's a Ferris wheel, there's a bunch of rides, there's like the industrial park where you can like look at and buy like tractors, there's a John Deere tent, there's a, I don't know, Harley Davidson tent, so there's like all the machinery and things you could ever want. It's so cool. So yes, Minnesota Get Together, the Great Minnesota Get Together, aka the State Fair, super fun, and I have been there probably 10 to 15 times, like 10 to 15 of my years of life. I would say I've gone to the Minnesota State Fair. State Minnesota, says Juan. Stanger with the hearts. Lefty Capone says, hi from Honduras. I've never been to Honduras before, but would love to go. Think it's my round, says Yabba Dabba Doo. What nationality are you? Wretched Man. Oh, just knocked over the flag. I got excited. Woohoo! There you go. There's your answer. Hi, Antonio Salazar. Good to see you. Would you like to visit and live in the southern coast of the U.S.? Absolutely not. Corey Garnett, hello. We've got Dimitri. Hello, Dimitri. How are you? Are you in Russia? David Veya or Vela, hello. Hi, Raymond Church. Sorry, I'm looking to see who I missed above in the comments. Okay. Is it Silas? Silas is here. Apollo, good to see you, Apollo. I'm doing well, just relaxing. It's Saturday afternoon for me here in Minnesota. Let's see, nothing beats the USA. Hi, you're pretty from Philly, says Tony Romano. Yes, I am one of those people who says the USA is the best country. We've got many problems that we need to solve here, but I would not want to be from any other country on planet Earth. No way. Never. Juan, hello. It's all about, or no, you're saying I'm all about Harley Davidson. Harley Davidson is really cool, I have to say. I've never owned a motorcycle. I have never ridden a Harley Davidson motorcycle, but I have gone to the Harley Davidson tent many times at the Minnesota State Fair. And like, you cannot deny, it's just so cool. So the way they have it set up is they have all of their bikes, all of their beautiful different motorcycles set up out in the front so that when you're walking by you can see all these amazing Harley Davidson bikes. And then when you walk like back like through all of the motorcycles into the actual like store part of the whole setup, they have like all the Harley Davidson gear, like the tank tops with the sequins, the leather jackets, the hats, like camo patterned, like long sleeve shirts. Like all of the Harley Davidson apparel is just like, it's so on brand. It's so cool. I've never bought anything there. I feel like it's not personally my style, but I think it's like a really cool brand and like a cool, I don't know, a cool motorcycle vibe. RJ Anand is here. Hi, IRS. That's fun. Okay. Thanks for letting us know about the amazing Minnesota get together. Yeah, you guys, it's so fun here. And this actually relates to how I want to build up my YouTube channel in like going forward. Obviously, I work a full-time job, so I have limited time outside of work and other things in my life that I can dedicate to YouTube. But the vision I have for my YouTube channel is to expand into just travel, like basically taking all of you across Minnesota to different communities, to different events, to different restaurants, to different, just all these places that are so cool. There's a very like wide range of even just of climate here. So like in the southern part of the state, it's like a lot of like prairie land, there's bison, there's cactus. And then when you go to the north, like by Canada, it's very much like evergreen trees, very much what you would picture like in Scandinavia, like bitter winters, Lake Superior, log cabins or like wooden cabins, timber wolves, bobcats, moose, like just, and then like here in the metro area, it's kind of like you'll get the occasional black bear, you'll get the occasional moose or elk or large deer, but it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like the in-between of like the north and the farther south region of the state. But that's what I want my channel to be eventually, is like more than just food. Would love to have it be traveling around the state of Minnesota and showing you all the really fun parts to see. All right, Cristiano Ronaldo is saying, Sue. Rekka Rex says, hey, Hannah, any news with new or old collaboration products? Yes, I'm so glad you asked. So Rekka Rex, I have 2 brand collabs that are for sure locked down, potentially a 3rd. So I will say, I'm okay saying what they are at this point. So the one, I signed like a collaboration agreement contract for one of them. It's a jewelry brand. I won't tell you what the piece of jewelry is. So one of the upcoming brand collabs is jewelry. One of them is a water like filtration system that's like reverse osmosis. It's like very fancy. I was like, I could definitely use this. So the second one is a water filtration system. And the third one, the communication has been a bit like, okay, this is taking a long time. But the third one is like a side cute like purse. So those are the 3 brand things I've got coming up. Caption, have you gotten a bucket of Sweet Martha's cookies? Absolutely. And you can go to my YouTube channel. If you click on my icon, Hannah in Health, go to my channel and search for Minnesota State Fair. You will see a clip of me with my family, and we've got a big old bucket of the Sweet Martha's cookies. It's a big, like, if you know, you know. If you've been to the Minnesota State Fair, you will know that you have to go to Sweet Martha's Cookies and get this massive, massive bucket of the most delicious chocolate chip cookies. They are not vegan, they are not gluten-free, they are 0% healthy, but the Minnesota State Fair days, like those days are not at all dedicated to being healthy. And I'm a little squishy with the vegan rules when it comes to going to the Minnesota State Fair, because it's like, am I really gonna miss out on a lot of this fun stuff? No. Rich says almost 6.6K subs, Hannah, more Saturday lives. That's cool. I mean, I'm totally down to do more Saturday lives. I feel like the vibe is different. It's like, like I said, I'm getting people who are, it's a better time for them. If I go live in the morning, it'll be their evening if they're overseas. So thank you for the update. Thank you for checking, Rich. And I definitely will consider throwing in more Saturday/Sunday live streams. Speak Spain understood? I don't know what that means. Hi, Cody Jameson. All right. Thank you, Mel's Little Bow. I did decide to put in my live stream earrings because someone was asking, wait, what? No live stream earrings? No cherry earrings? So I was like, I can do that. I'm happy to do it. Hi, Maxard. Hi, Trippy. Hi, Wee Wee Bonjour. Siarifa is from Indonesia. Very far away. Goodness. We've got NC saying, Minnesota ranks very high for being the best place to raise a family. 110, 1000 bajillion%. Like, can I make this clear to you? Minnesota is the best place to live, to work, to raise a family, to get outside into nature, to have plenty of things to do all year round, observe the 4 seasons. We have four very full seasons. We have beautiful autumns, beautiful winters, beautiful springs, and beautiful summers. Like this picture that you see behind me, this is an actual lake in Minneapolis. You can see the city skyline. That is the Minneapolis skyline right there. And this is just one of many lakes that are in Minneapolis. People take their sailboats out, people go swimming in the lakes, people go fishing in the lakes. So Minneapolis, St. Paul is a great metro area to live in. And also just greater Minnesota is amazing. A lot of people, I think there's like this misconception like Minnesota is completely white. That is not true. Take it from me. My dad is from Africa and came here 40 years ago. There are tons of Ethiopians here. There are so many Somalis here. I think we have the biggest Somali population outside of Somalia itself. We have tons of people from Southeast Asia, like a lot of people from Cambodia, a lot of Hmong people. Like it's just super diverse here. So yeah, no, it's got a great, beautiful immigrant community here. And there's like immigrant communities down in Rochester. We have the Mayo Clinic. So I would say our healthcare system here is top notch. So if you need to go get some healthcare, get something looked at, we've got some really great medical facilities here, really good schools here. Yeah, I could go on and on. Obviously I'm biased, but I'm telling you, like, Minnesota is the place to be. Like, it is such a sleeper state, and I just don't think it gets enough hype. All right, Drunken Chef BBQ, great afternoon, passing through, like done. Thank you very much. We've got, let's see, I would totally take that 1,700-mile trip to throw you on the back of my bike, says Wretched Man. Okay. Hi, Exa Idiot Squad. Hello. Joe Figueroa says Minnesota smells like goats. That's funny. Hit the like 100 upcoming. Yeah, we're almost to 100 likes here. Thank you guys. We've got Kilian from Madagascar. Sam Steven, hello. Hi, Umar Mission. We've got Maxard does not like Andrew Tate. Honestly, I don't know a lot about Andrew Tate. I hear about him a lot on social media, but I've like never like watched any of his stuff. We've got Tiny Fox waving. Hello, Tiny Fox. Thank you, Siarifa from Indonesia for the subscribe. We've got Mr. Majnu. Car has wheels of 4. Hannah's live never gets bored. Looks beautiful. I asked about that lake pic earlier. I think you missed it. Oh, I'm sorry, Rich. Yeah, I definitely did not see that comment from you. This was actually a brand collaboration. So I had a brand reach out to me and offer to send me framed printed photos, and I was like, yeah, definitely I could use some prints in my home. So I decided to print one of the Minneapolis lakes right here. It's called Bade Makaska, which is like Dakota language for White Earth Lake, I believe. It's just beautiful. And there's like tons of lakes like this just in Minneapolis. So like you can go to the city, which is, sorry, I'm trying to point correctly. You can go to the actual city and like, watch the Timberwolves play, watch the Twins play, do all the city stuff. But then you also have all these massive lakes where you can go sailing, you can run around them, you can go ice skating or play hockey on them in the wintertime. People have like parasailing stuff. It's like, it's such a great place. So unappreciated. Dinus Schultz is here from South Africa. Nice. The baseball dude is here. Yes, our football team is not great. Tony Romano. Anyone from Pakistan, says Malik. Like your glasses, thank you. 99 likes, we'll get there, no worries. No need to stress. NJS says, have a great day. You too, thank you, NJS. Truckee is from the UK. Nice, what part of the UK are you from? J Matt is from Pakistan. Baseball dude. Let's see what the poll says. Egypt is currently getting the most votes with, it looks like 44%. Sorry guys, I know I missed a few comments. I'll give you the 100th like. Thank you, Mr. Majnu. NJS says Chicago here. I love Chicago. Oh, such a great place to visit. So I grew up here in Minneapolis, and Chicago was like the big vacation trip that we would take. We would road trip it down from Minneapolis to Chicago. It would take like 6 to 6.5 hours depending on traffic. And it just was always so fun. Also, they have like, I love that Lake Michigan is right there in basically like in the city. You can just see Lake Michigan. It's just stunning. Hi, Ram Kayal Raj. Northwest of the UK, says Truckee. Very nice. Tiago 07, I'm doing well, just hanging out, chatting with some people, watching TV, watching Stanley Tucci in Italy. Hello teacher, stories, good to see you. Beverly Hills, I'm from South Side. Nice. I've heard so much about the South Side of Chicago. Hello, Omar Vasquez. All right. NX Sushant is here. Hello, NX Sushant. Ram Kayal Raj, thank you for the like. I'm doing well, Alvaro Ferrero. ¿Y tú? I think that's everybody. Oh, I was gonna check the poll here really quick. We've got Egypt by far is leading this poll, 42%, and then the next one in the list is South Africa, and then Ghana, and then Kenya. All right, I think I'll close the poll in like another 5 minutes. Dilshad Ali said hi, doing well. Truckee, my content is mostly vegan, vegan food. I like to bake things, I like to cook things. I've done Indian food, I've done Chinese food, I've done Ethiopian food, I've done cakes, cookies, muffins, brownies. Um, Gosh, it's been so many recipes. But yeah, I do mostly vegan food on my channel. But eventually I would like to branch out and do more like travel, but it would be like within the state of Minnesota, to like travel to different places and show you guys different communities, different, you know, different places to go, different things to see and do and eat. Thank you, Omar. Danush said hi. Dilashad said hi. Thank you, Tiago. I do like to wear these earrings on my live streams. Mr. Majnu guessed South Africa in the poll. NX Sushant, I'll let you guess my age. My daughter is vegan. She's an actor, director, and writer. Very cool. Well done to your daughter. Congrats. Do you shop at Trader Joe's? Sometimes I do. I like to shop at a variety of places. I order a ton of stuff from Target.com and just have it shipped to my home. I sometimes will order from Amazon, certain products that are hard to find in grocery stores. I like to go to Cub Foods, which is, I think, maybe just a Minnesota chain. And then sometimes I do shop at Trader Joe's. I really do like Trader Joe's. 22 to 26, like, that's kind of the range that people tend to think. I am not in that age range though. Guess higher, NX Sushant. Tea or coffee? This is coffee. Getting to the bottom of it. I know, if you know anything about me, Mr. Majnu, it's the fact that I eat and drink very slowly. I do not like to rush when I am eating or drinking, because it's like, I don't know. I feel like you should eat slowly and drink slowly. Let's see, Chow Wei is here. You know where the moon is right now, right in front of me, says Sagar. I think I missed someone else. Maybe not. What's really funny about watching this show, this Tucci in Italy show, is it's gorgeous. Like, the food they're eating is like so picture perfect, but none of it is vegan. Like, I can watch it and appreciate it for its beauty and the skill it takes to make this food, but it's like, it's just like not food I would eat. Because it's like so much beef, so much cheese, just, yeah. I know I would not feel well after eating it, but it is fun to watch people make it and serve it up, and it's just like so, oh, it's so pretty. Like, Italy has such style, like, you cannot deny, just beauty and style, and it's just, it's so stunning. Thank you, Sagar. Hi, Tamil official. Don't know what that is, AT. Me also the same. I also eat very slow, says Mr. Majnu. I also think that's pretty good for your health if you aren't just like wolfing stuff down. We've got Ujulu from Nigeria. Ben says, Paul asked about what country you want to go visit. Egypt, be your best pick. South Africa is dangerous. Don't believe social media. I'm from South Africa, so I know. Okay, Ben. Hops, what is the secret of your beauty? I mean, I would say what has helped me to like, I would say like just keep clear skin, and like, I would say like my body weight just tends to be like roughly the same. My like my absolute musts day to day are drink a ton of water, 8 to 10 cups of water every single day, get a lot of sleep. So I like to sleep I try to sleep 8 to 9 hours every single night, go for a walk every day. I also try to exercise, like go for runs, do Pilates, do yoga, do stretching. And then I'm vegan, so I eat mostly just vegetables, beans, seeds, and nuts with some grains thrown in. I try to stay away from processed sugars. Like I really try to just avoid sugar as much as I can, except for when I'm actually like when I'm deliberately making a dessert item. Then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna enjoy some dessert. So dessert, and then or avoid sugar except for occasional dessert. And then I also really try to stay away from highly fatty fried foods. Those two things I've noticed just really affect my skin and my mood. I feel like heavy and just like more tired. But I would say diet, sleep, exercise, and water. Those are the 4 big ones for me. Can you go to the kitchen? Nope. Back in the fields, I'll be listening to you in my back pocket. I love that, Kirby. That's so sweet. I'll probably be hopping off here like in the next like 10 minutes or so, because that'll come up on about 2 hours. Go to Positano, you'll love it. You look like Lana Rhodes. I don't know who that is. Cigar, Win Kirby. Yes, back in the fields. What's the weather like down there, Kirby? Although I might be in your back pocket now, you might not be able to type. Positive minds are always beautiful. You gotta stay positive. And I try to like remind myself of this. You can always have a good attitude. Even if things suck, even if like you had a bad day, things didn't go your way, you're feeling tired, whatever, regardless of the circumstances, you can always choose to have a good attitude. Like that is in your control. Intando Yako said hi. Hi Dalmar Brito Jr. Yes, I am in fact a real person. This is not AI, but some people will say otherwise. You're AI, this is fake. Truck Stop Sushi says I sleep 2 hours a night. I would never survive on 2 hours a night. I would be an absolute wreck. But I know some people can survive on very, very little sleep. There are 2 people that come to mind who I am absolutely obsessed with, who I idolize, who I really look up to in terms of work ethic and their careers, and that would be Gordon Ramsay and Martha Stewart. And if you research both of those people, you will find that each of them has said that they can operate on 3 hours of sleep. Like Gordon Ramsay gets 3 hours of sleep a night and just is doing all of his stuff, all his TV shows, all his work, whatever. And Martha Stewart similarly can get by on 3 hours of sleep. So I'm like, I am not one of those people. I know that now at the age of 31, but I really wish there was some way I could just make it so that I could honestly get like 1 hour of, like I could get a full night's rest in 1 hour of sleep. Cause I think about, I would be awake for so much longer, like so many more hours I would be awake in my life, and I'd be able to get so much more stuff done if I only needed to get 1 hour of sleep, and then I could spend all those other hours that I'd be sleeping instead doing other stuff. Cassidy says, just had some Chinese food, a great way to start the weekend. Ooh, very nice, Cassidy. I love Chinese food. What kind of Chinese food did you get? Hi Jack, you've just near crashed into me. Ooh, Kirby, no, it's 90 degrees. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yikes. And Jay says, definitely get the plant-based protein shake from Costco. I don't have a Costco membership. I've never been much for Costco, but I will say this, I do love a good vegan protein shake. Nice. Gaming and Entertainment says, I never do sugar. I do not eat sweets for my meals. I will only eat sugar if it is like a specific dessert recipe that I am making for YouTube, or I am like out at a special occasion like a wedding. I'll have a slice of the wedding cake or just have a little bit of chocolate here and there. But it's like, I think when it's like, for me, the issue is when sugar starts to creep into every single meal that you're eating, like all the sugar in the ketchup that you put onto your hamburger or hot dog or whatever, or it's in like a soup that you're heating up that you bought from the grocery store and surprise, it has like 10 grams of sugar, or you eat a little thing of yogurt and yogurt has like, can have like 20 some grams of sugar. I think it's like the slow creep of sugar in every single meal. That's where I try to cut it out. And it's like, okay, I don't want to eat any added sugar, any processed sugar in my meals, except for when I am intentionally eating a dessert. Like if I'm deciding to eat dessert, that is when I eat my sugar, but everything else, I try to just avoid sugar like the plague. Truly. I hate how like prevalent sugar is in everything that we eat. It drives me crazy. Des Reeb, of course I remember you. You have a very unique username. You look like Brandy. Okay, cigar. Let's see. Tushar Kachare is here. Bill Gumalo said hi. Emma, thank you. Thank you. I'm a huge fan of Vincent van Gogh. He's one of my all-time favorite painters and artists. And I went to a Van Gogh exhibit here in Minneapolis back in whenever I turned 28. I'm now 31, so this was 3 years ago. I want to say it was 2021 or 2022 that I went to go see the Vincent van Gogh exhibit for my birthday, and I got this mug as a souvenir from that birthday outing that I did a few years ago. Hi, Munaza, Sohail, Imran Khan is here. Let's see, Bill Gumalo, we've got Angel James maybe. Blackton says, yo, what's up? It's Loser is here. Blackton. Okay, Yabba Dabba Doo is still here. Yes, Hannah, you'll be talking out of his backside. Thank you for that visual. We all appreciate that, Yabba Dabba Doo. That's really funny. Oh, man. Akash, let's see. I don't know what that is. We've got Ricky Kookman. Do you like the carnivore diet? So I'm vegan, which means I only eat plant food. I don't have anything against the carnivore diet. I'm like, to each their own. What I eat is my own personal business, and what other people eat is their own personal business. I am not out here trying to convert people to veganism. So if people want to eat carnivore, that is fine. Like I'm cool with however people want to feed themselves. I just personally don't eat meat. Jeffrey Scott is here. Casty is asking, did you have some new people going live at this time? Yes, I think I understand your question. Like, did you have some people like joining the live this time? There have definitely been like people I've never seen before and a lot more people I haven't recognized, Casty. So I am thinking about throwing in some Saturday and potentially Sunday live streams going forward. It's kind of a nice mix up from the evening, you know, the evening standard like 8 p.m. time slot that I've been doing. NC says, I'm loving your energy on Saturday afternoons. Honestly, NC, it is not a surprise to me that I do have this much energy on Saturday afternoons because my usual live streams are at the very end of my work days. So I've been up since God knows what time. I've had to work all day and then do a workout, whatever, and then by the time I go live at 8 p.m. I still love it, but I'm pretty like tired from the day. Versus today, I slept in until 9:45, had a slow roll of a morning, got out of bed, went for a walk, ate some food, and then I was like, I'm just gonna go to my couch and sit and chat with some people while I watch some Disney Plus. So I have way more energy right now than I typically do at my 8 p.m. live streams. Let's see, I do like strawberries. I don't know how to say it. Elgato. Haha, LOL says I love sugar. Thank you, Hops. Shane Landigam says, I love your mug. I do too. It's my favorite coffee mug. I drink out of it almost every single day. Oh my gosh, Skywalk 78 None is here. Good to see you. This is a different time that I normally go live. I haven't gone live on a Saturday in many months, but I decided it would be fun because it's a 3-day weekend, it's Memorial Day weekend, I have an extra day to get things done. Saturday on a 3-day weekend where Monday is the extra day is like so clutch because it feels like I can kind of do anything today. I don't need to rush because I've got 2 more days of my weekend. Hi, Carol Mosa, Junior's son John is here. Bentley, thank you. I'm happy that I got freckles just in my genetics. We've got Anonymous. Van High is so popular. I don't know what that is. Ella Nila, hello. Ruma Official. Jeffrey Scott said hi. Stargirl, hello. Rishab, the benefits of being vegan. I mean, it's like whole foods, plant food. You're avoiding like cholesterol that's in meats. Chavik Piral is here. Favorite show, don't really watch TV. Let's see, Bentley says, love your skin. Thank you. I do try to like really take good care of my skin. Thank you, Kunal. Nini Luciana is here. Hearing your chatter is refreshing, says Rishab Mandilwar. Egypt is still winning the poll question. If you have not voted in the poll, take a look. If you're on mobile, take a look. I believe you would see the poll on the lower part of your screen and try and guess which country I most want to visit in Africa besides Ethiopia, because Ethiopia is top of my list. I'm Ethiopian. Hi, Max Wyatt. Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you, Nini. NC, do you watch shows/movies with or without subtitles? I love this question. So I am watching Tucci in Italy. It's a TV show where Stanley Tucci is just gallivanting around Italy and my subtitles are on. So whenever I can, I do turn on the subtitles. I love, like, this is actually a great example. So the show I'm watching right now takes place in Italy, and Stanley Tucci is going around to different villages, different parts of Italy, trying food, chatting with the locals. However, I mean, a lot of these Italians that he's talking to, they're speaking English, but it's like there's a heavy accent, their English isn't perfect, they're saying, you can tell that they're not fluent in English, and sometimes it's hard to understand what exactly they're trying to say if their English isn't very good. So like, this is a great show to turn on the subtitles, because in case it's kind of hard to understand some of these locals he's talking to, it's like I can read the subtitles and it's like, oh, that's what that lady was trying to say in English. But generally I really like turning on the subtitles, because something that's really funny, as someone who loves horror movies, I will be watching, this is another reason why subtitles are so clutch. So I'll turn on a horror movie. Let's say it's like, It the Clown with Pennywise, like the Stephen King It, and you're watching a scene and then that's not a good example. Say I turn on a horror movie like Paranormal Activity. I was recently watching Paranormal Activity and I turned on the subtitles, and it's funny because there are some scenes where the audio is so faint that you wouldn't notice it without the subtitles, but the subtitles will often say, like in brackets, like low grumble or distant footsteps as like a cue, like, oh, there's like something happening in the background. And I freaking love that, because I was like, oh, I did not even realize there was a little audio in that scene. But then like the subtitles will kind of give you a cue about what's going on. Ankush says, looks like you're Indian. I do know Myanmar. Ligma, hello. Ankush, all right. If you spam, you're gone. Will Jesui is here. Ginger, hello. You're from Texas. Boy, oh boy. I want to go to Texas one day. I'm in Minnesota, so pretty far from Texas, but it just seems like such a fun place to go. Nini, I do know Myanmar. Logan Paul, yes, I love Logan Paul. I love Jake Paul and Logan Paul. Hello. Yay, win subtitles. 100%. I'm such a proponent of subtitles. I know people find them annoying and distracting, but you'd be surprised the things that you see or you pick up on from the subtitles that you actually don't get from just watching it without subtitles. One thing I really love, another thing that's great about subtitles is, say there's a scene and someone has like the radio playing in the background of the scene. Oftentimes the subtitles will tell you like the name of the song, like Look What You Made Me Do by Taylor Swift playing in the background. Like they will tell you the song and the artist of the song, like the info of the song that's playing in the background. So it's like that kind of info I totally miss when I'm watching stuff without subtitles. All right, waiting for Marcus Samuelsson, Searching for Africa. Ooh, I didn't even know that was coming out. We've got Nini again. Freddie Mota says hola. NC says exactly. Never been to Myanmar, Nini. Yeah, I get it. Some people can't stand them, but when I'm watching something, I really want to be taking in all of the stuff. It's not just the dialogue, not just the scenery, but it's like if there's music in the background, or if there's like a little noise that I don't catch, I like that the subtitles will help you out. Like, oh, there's like a distant explosion. You're like, oh, okay, something's happening in the background. I should probably pay attention here because something's about to go down. I like it for the cues about what's happening in the movie or the show. NC says, me too. No, it's an idea I have for the Searching For series. Oh, I see. Searching for Africa, okay. I didn't realize he had a series. Marcus Samuelsson. He's so cool. I do not speak Amharic, unfortunately, no. My dad did not teach me. Proofs is here, hello. Chief the Medicine Man, good to see you. Rick's Gaming is here. I know, it's a tragedy, but yeah, my dad never spoke to me in Amharic, so I never learned it. Such a missed opportunity, but all I can do now is just learn Amharic at some point as an adult, since I was never taught as a kid. Hi, Samuel. Hi, Nini. You guys, this show is so cool. I love your earrings, says Mel's Little Bow. Thank you, Mel's. I just think these are so fun. And I like to like keep them going in my live streams. That's interesting. Any reason why your father chose not to? I mean, it might have been just like he felt like English, like just stick with English. Yeah, it's like very disappointing, honestly. Like there's nothing I could have done because I don't know what was going on as a kid. But I feel like part of it was just my parents wanted like emphasis on English. Also, my mom does not speak Amharic, so maybe it like bothered her that she wouldn't be understanding conversation happening between like me and my sister and my dad. Although she could have learned too, but yeah, I think like if I had both Ethiopian parents, like 100% I would speak Amharic, but because it was one parent is Ethiopian, one parent is not, like not from the culture at all. I think just as like in order to keep everyone chatting together, English was the emphasis, but still it's like, it would be so cool to just be fluent in Amharic. because it's way, way harder to learn as you get older. NC says, true. Glad I'm off for 3 days. Worked till 8 yesterday. Whew. I mean, yes. Working that late sucks, especially on a Friday. However, you don't have to work until Tuesday, like so many people. That is one reason, like the fact that this weekend is Memorial Day weekend is the main reason why I decided to go live. Just have like a bonus live stream today and a bonus live stream tomorrow when I'm watching the Premier League final games playing. Because it's like, when you have one whole extra day of your weekend, it is like, I feel like having 2 days in a weekend never feels like enough, because you want to do fun stuff, you want to see your friends, you want to see your family, get out, you want to sleep in, but also the weekends are my time to get completely caught up on my chores that I've neglected throughout the week, do cleaning, go get some groceries, cook some food for myself, film YouTube stuff. So it's just to do all of that in just 2 days never feels like enough time. It feels like I'll either have to sacrifice sleep or just decide not to see a friend over the weekend. It's like something has to give in order to kind of get most of the stuff I want to get done. But when you have a third day, it's like just the most magical thing, because you're like, oh my God, I have a whole nother 24 hours that I can get stuff done or just veg out. I love that it doesn't feel like you're so pinched for time when you do have a 3-day weekend. Yabba is asking, Saturday afternoon picnic at the zoo with your mom. Are you asking me that? I am not going on a Saturday afternoon picnic with my mom at the zoo. No. So today the plan for today, it's starting to look a little cloudier than earlier, but hopefully it won't rain. But the main things I'm planning to do today are go for a run and just, get my exercise in. And then I want to film and begin editing a video for Monday, because I upload my videos every Monday. That's the schedule. And it's gonna be a Memorial Day related video, not to do with food, but it's something else. But I honestly was feeling pretty much like in burnout mode this week. I was very fatigued, very much just like, oof, I'm running out of energy here. So I didn't film earlier this week. I left it for the weekend, knowing that I had a 3-day weekend. So I will be filming a YouTube video today and editing it. Zenith Quinn says, rip David Attenborough. Did he pass? Let me Google this. David Attenborough. No, he's still alive. Let's see. We've got, not a fan of zoos, Hannah. Yeah, I am not a big fan of zoos either, NC. Bali, Indonesia is beautiful, so I've heard. Chief the Medicine Man says definitely. Ethiopian mukbang, yes. Mukbang, you guys, like, it's tough, because I don't want to be like, I never want to be complaining or anything like that or negative. There's so much I want to do on my YouTube channel. I want to do all the Minnesota content. I want to travel. I want to do mukbang. I want to do more unboxing stuff. I want to do more fitness stuff. I want to feature more running distance races that I do. But it's like I do work a 9-to-5 job, so that's 40 plus hours of my week, and I really truly do need 8 to 9 hours of sleep to really function and like feel at my best and show up for stuff. So it's like my time is so pinched to do all of the stuff I want to do for YouTube that it's like eventually I'll get there, but it's just a matter of like what I'm able to do now. Ruma, I do have an Instagram. If you go on Instagram and you search for my YouTube channel, which is Hannah and Health, you will find me on Instagram. Thank you, Noor Farah Al-Shiki. Aufhabung is here. Thank you, Zorp. Remy Castro is here. Hi. Okay, Zorp is saying, how are you doing? I'm well, enjoying this vacation, not vacation, but holiday weekend here in the United States. Show us Minnesota's most famous hiking trail. I mean, there's so many. Oh my God. But it's like, I get so, that to me, I don't even, like, I love food, but maybe even more than the food content that I currently do. I get so psyched about, because it feels like there's like almost infinite, practically infinite things I could do as like basically exploring Minnesota. Like I can think of just hiking trails, beautiful state parks I could go to, shopping malls, restaurants, different cities, different festivals, different whatever. Just, oh, I love it. I love it. That is like, that's the dream. That's the big, like, zoom out and like think years and years into the future. Like that's like the very big vision I have for my YouTube channel. Cause I'm like always going on about how much I love Minnesota. Christmas vibes type of earrings, you are correct. These are in fact from Christmas time. So I ordered these on Amazon back in December and they jingle, if you hear that. And this is like a little Christmas bow on top of a jingle bell. And I wore these in December when I was going live and people really loved these, but I noticed that a lot of people thought these earrings were cherries instead of jingle bells. So I just decided to keep wearing them because people really liked them. Please don't burn out. Yeah, Kirby, I know. That's the, like, when it feels like I am pretty much at the burnout line, I feel like I do pull back and I'm like, okay, I really cannot keep going like this because I'm so fully exhausted. My brain hurts, my eyes hurt. I'm just like, I'm out of motivation juice. I am physically tired. I really need a break from this. And so, yeah, I try to avoid burnout, but it's like this really tough balance of like, I want to work hard, like really, really hard, but also make sure I don't completely become burned out and miserable. Like just finding the balance between those two. Thank you, Wiggle Whiz World. Aufhebung, it looks like Korean. This channel is sponsored by Minnesota's state government. That would be amazing, NC. Let's see. X is saying, do you do Ethiopian Christmas or white, like European Western Christmas? I do both. So I celebrate Western Christmas on December 25th. And I also do like the Eastern Orthodox Christmas, which is, I think, typically 2 weeks after the traditional Christmas. So we do both in our household. We've got Lucifer. Ooh, Lucifer saying, ciao, Hannah, un bacio dall'Italia. I can understand what that means. Thank you. Grazie. I hope you're doing well, Lucifer. Don't know about your username, but your comment was sweet. Gorilla, I do fear videos for YouTube. You do fear videos. Interesting. Gorilla also said, on everybody in the comments. Interesting. Okay. Maria says, girl, I love your earrings. Thank you. I love them too. Someone said I should wear them on this live stream, and I was like, okay, I can do that. We've got M. Yavu saying, hey ho, from Germany. I love Germany. I lived there, and I've been there a million times. It's a wonderful place. I am not Latina. No. Ajili Aram. No. People guess. The most common guesses I get are Latina, Arab, and Indian. Or so, you know, around India. I am none of those three. I am half European mix and half Ethiopian. Oh, diva. Oh no. Charles, Michael, Sita, thank you very much. All right, where in Germany? So in high school, I spent a summer in Heidelberg and Worms. I did a semester abroad in Freiburg, in basically the Schwarzwald area. And then I lived in Munich, Germany for a year. I taught English there. And then I went back a couple of times to visit old coworkers at the schools where I worked. I've also been to Berlin, I think 5 times. I've been to Nuremberg, I've been to Frankfurt, I've been to Cologne, I've been to, I'm forgetting some places. Basically, Bodensee by Switzerland. That area I've been to. I've been to Magdeburg. I've been to basically over by France, like where Colmar, France is. I've been in that border area. I know I'm forgetting a few other. Wherever Neuschwanstein is, I've been there. Yeah. I need to like make a list of all the places I've actually like been to in Germany. My mouse from Austria. Interesting. Okay. What is European mix? I am, so on my European half, I am English, Irish, German, and Dutch. I like Ethiopian and Somalian people from East Africa. Yeah, I love East African people. I don't know, there's just, I mean, I'm biased, but there's just like a sweetness I love about them. I've been to Germany when I was in the military, just a layover to Kuwait and then Iraq. Cool. Which airport were you at? GP Naftal says Namibia. Also, I need to close this poll soon, but you guys, the coolest Africa-based YouTuber on planet Earth is Ruben Namibia. You all must go and check out Ruben Namibia, please. If there's anything you do on YouTube today, aside from being on my YouTube live, check out Ruben Namibia. This dude named Ruben lives in Namibia on his family farm, and he literally has all of the Lion King animals on his farm. He has little Timons, little Pumbas. He's got like the bush, he will like pick up like bush crickets and these like scary little critters. There's dogs, there's cats. He has a baboon that he was raised with, like a sister. It's wild, and it's so well done. I mean, they have like very good cameras, they have drones, but if you want like a high def, very entertaining, very wholesome and sweet look into like a view or just, you know, glimpse of what life is like on a Namibian farm, go to Ruben Namibia and check out his channel. I cannot recommend it. I like want him to just like keep blowing up because he has so many subscribers. Last I checked, I think he had like several 100,000. I want him to get to like 1 million. Daniel Pritikin says, I speak Russian and a little bit of Arabic, a little bit of German and Yiddish. First language is Russian. I am not actually Russian. I am Belarusian. Cool. Driving home from work, I like the Van Gogh mug. Thank you. Stone Papa Smurf. Yes, this is my favorite coffee mug. I drink out of this every single morning practically, unless this is like in the dishwasher or otherwise unavailable. It's just I love the painting. I love Van Gogh, and I got this on my 28th birthday when I went to a Van Gogh exhibit here in Minneapolis. I like Ethiopian and Somali people. Okay, I saw that one from M. Yavuz. Chief the Medicine Man. Okay, I read that one. Tell us why Minnesota has farmers political party instead of the regular political parties. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, the farmers party you're referring to is the Democrat Party here. So in Minnesota, the Democrat Party is called DFL, Democratic Farmer Labor, and then the Republican Party is just called GOP, like Republicans. So I don't know why specifically. I'd have to look at the history, but yeah, that's what they're called. Nice part of Germany. South of Germany is nice. Yeah, it is stunning in the south of Germany. I love Bavaria. Bavaria is so beautiful. Yes, I'm in the United States. M. Yavuz. I am in the United States. and it's Memorial Day weekend, so I got a little flag for myself. Chief the Medicine Man says, I'm not sure. NC says, I think I'll visit Minnesota one day to see what all the hype is about. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's so good and it's so worth visiting, but so many people just don't realize that we have a lot here to check out. Super Movie Recaper says, I'm Egyptian. Timothy Peter says, I would love to visit Egypt. It's got so much history there. Yes, it does. Diva Fever, you have issues with Africans or something. Egypt is pretty cool. You should visit it when they have upgraded the building for the entrance of the pyramids. Yes, thank you, Maurice Edwards. My favorite mug. The Rizzler is here. I have a flamingo mug I primarily use. It was the mug I used every time I visited my grandmother. That's sweet. Nicholas Hartley is here. All right, guys, I'm gonna close the poll and let you know which African country I wanna visit aside from Ethiopia. Hi, Max Fanthorpe. John Opar is here. How do you spell America in Spanish? I don't remember. All right, we've got, so poll question for today was, besides Ethiopia, which is top of my list for African countries, which African country do I want to visit the most? And this was an easy one for you guys. 41% guessed Egypt, and it is in fact Egypt. So Egypt, I want to visit. I want to see the pyramids. I want to see Alexandria. I want to see the American University in Cairo. I want to see all the mummies. I want to see all the museums. I want to try the food. I want to see the Nile. I want to see all of it. I just want to go to Egypt. I want to go to like the desert. Just, there's so much history there. It's so cool. Yeah, just one day it'll happen. I don't know when. Chief the Medicine Man guessed South Africa. It's not South Africa. I would say South Africa is second on that list of countries I want to visit in Africa. Hi, Gautam Kumar. Sebastião Martins is here. Ali Ahmed. We've got Ilza Molizar. Todd Long is here. Hi, Happy Life. Excuse me. Good to see a mod in here. Hope you're having a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Happy Life. Chief the Medicine Man says, of course, makes sense too. I wouldn't mind going. Ajili Aram says Morocco, and see waving hi at Happy Life. Stacy Harrison is here. Hello, Stacy. Hi, nice to see you, says Paul. Nice to see you as well. Nicholas Hartley, yes, I go to sleep with my hair styled. Like, I don't do anything with my hair when I go to sleep. I hope you visit a Numidian village or two in Egypt, besides the touristy spots. Yeah, I don't mind the touristy spots, but sometimes they can get kind of old because it feels like it's so touristy, and like there's just like you're not seeing all the really authentic parts of the country. So yeah, I would do a combo of both. Thank you, Stacy Harrison. I appreciate the sub. Oh, I just want to stay on this live stream all day. I have so much energy. However, I do want to get going. It's now 2:10 p.m. and I started this live stream sometime in the morning. So I'd like to actually like get some work done. But let me just get these last few comments here. We've got Stone Papa Smurf saying there's a wrestling event on Peacock tonight. Your boy Seth Rollins has a match. Woohoo! Oh my gosh. I think I'll have to tune into that. That sounds amazing, and I am such a fan of Seth Rollins. Let's see. David McLean says it's 8:10 at night here. Tea advice, thank you. Wanderson Oliveira says hola. Gio Bear is here. Thank you, Stacy Harrison. I basically every single day have my hair up in a bun like this. Nice seeing you again, Hannah. Bye, everyone. And also a reminder before I head out, I will be going live tomorrow. I'm actually thinking of doing 2 live streams tomorrow. I didn't think of this, but I want to go live in the morning for a bit while I'm watching Premier League soccer in England. And then I'll be going live in the evening. So, reminder to everyone, I'll be going live, I'll say my next live stream is tomorrow morning, for me at least, at 10 a.m., and let's say 10:30, just so I can sleep in. 10:30 a.m. Central Time, USA. Let's watch some Premier League soccer tomorrow. And I gotta put in some soccer emojis. So yes, I will be live again tomorrow, very soon after this one. Sir Ooch says, have a lovely day. You too, Sir Ooch, good to see you again. David is back, sorry I had to run an errand. That's okay, I'm hopping off here in the next minute or so. But I will be live tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. my time, and then also in the evening, my usual evening schedule. Danae Grobler said hi, sending you love, Hannah. Thank you, happy life. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. And Rob Faye, the lasagna was honestly disappointing. It all came down to the lasagna noodles that I used. I would not, I know the type of lasagna noodles I want to use on my next attempt. So it wasn't very good, but live and learn. It's still fine to eat, but I just don't like how it turned out looking. And David says, I'll be there. Hope everyone has a great day. Yes, everyone have a great day. And I will see you all tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Central Time USA to watch some Premier League soccer. So take